From campy classics to modern epics, we're ranking all 8 Superman films, including the brand new Superman movie. Which one soared above the rest? Which one crashed and burned? Find out as we rank them all from worst to best. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of Man of Steel. That's right, we're ranking all 8 Superman movies from worst to best, including the highly anticipated Superman 2025. As a reminder, this list is not the correct list. It is just my list, and I would love to hear your list down in the comments below. Oh, and a spoiler warning ahead, as some light spoilers might get dropped. With that said, let's fly right into the ranking. Coming in at 8th place is Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. This film had the right heart. Superman wanting to rid the world of nuclear weapons is noble, but man, the execution is rough. They tried to recapture the charm of the first movie by reworking the intro scene and bringing back Lex Luthor, but ultimately it falls flat. For example, switching the lovable, goofy Otis for weird Lenny Luthor, it doesn't work. The budget was slashed to pieces, the effects were laughable, and the plot is all over the place. It's got some campy charm, but it's more a cautionary tale than a superhero triumph. Superman 3 is a weird one. Richard Pryor is funny at times, but he feels like he's in a different movie, hence why the tone is all over the place. The villains are forgettable, but I have to give some credit where it's due. The Smallville stuff works really well, and Christopher Reeve still gives a strong, committed performance that holds it together. The evil Superman vs. Clark Kent fight, it's iconic. But the film as a whole, well, when you change the lead from Superman to a Richard Pryor comedy, it just doesn't fly high enough, and that's why it comes in at 7 on my list. Now here's where things start to pick up. And let's be clear, this is a massive jump between the last 2 movies. In Superman 2, we get General Zod, big battles, and more action. It's great. But Lois Lane figuring out Clark is Superman because he tripped, and Superman pulling powers out of nowhere like a cellophane shade. When Superman flies to save Lois in the tower, it literally takes 5 minutes. But in the last movie, he flies around the entire world at super speed. Yeah, that's what happens when you have 2 directors with 2 different visions. A lot of it doesn't make sense. Ultimately, this is a solid movie, and it is a solid watch, but it could have been so much higher on this list. However, it has too many things that I can't look past. Kind of like that amnesia kiss Superman gave Lois. It is still a fun entry, though. A controversial pick for number 5? Maybe, but Batman v Superman's Ultimate Edition gives us a more complete picture than the theatrical cut. It's dark, it's brooding, and absolutely massive in ambition. Well, this interpretation of Lex is loved, or more probably hated, by fans. It is the second smartest Lex we've had in this franchise. He has been controlling everything in the plot this entire time, and you really get to see it in the Ultimate Edition. Henry Cavill's Superman gets some fantastic moments, even if the tone isn't for everyone. It's not perfect, but it's an important and bold take on the character, and I quite enjoy it every time I watch it. Superman Returns is essentially a love letter to the Christopher Reeve era, and it nails the nostalgic vibe. Brandon Routh brings a respectful, emotional, grounded take on the role. The action might be sparse, but it's a beautiful looking film with a lot of heart, and personally, I really do enjoy that Superman might have had a kid. It's not a reboot, more of a spiritual sequel, maybe an Elseworlds What Could Have Been type story, and it works surprisingly well, getting my 4th spot on this list. Coming in on the podium, this may be a little lower than other people have it, but it's Superman the movie. It's the one where you'll believe a man can fly. It really did set the gold standard for all superhero films to follow. Christopher Reeve's performance is legendary. It's sincere, it's charming, and absolutely iconic. The film's pacing, it may feel a little outdated, but its an impact on pop culture and the superhero genre is undeniable. It's the blueprint. Without having any nostalgia for this movie, it still really holds up great, and it's definitely a must-watch, and it really does earn the third spot on my list. A fresh, bold reinvention of the Superman mythos. That's what Man of Steel gave us. An emotionally complex Clark Kent with a grounded origin and jaw-dropping action. Zack Snyder's vision sparked debate that is still going on today, but this film breathed new life into the Superman mythos for a modern audience. My first time watching this film when it released, I wasn't a big fan. However, every time I watch it, I like it a little bit more. It's a bold interpretation of Superman, and ultimately, that's what it is. Zack Snyder's interpretation of the character, and it's something I have come to enjoy. Cavill's portrayal is powerful and deeply human. It is divisive, but it's undeniably impressive, and I am proud to put it at number 2 on my list. But finally, in the top spot is James Gunn's Superman movie. This is the perfect balance of classic charm and modern storytelling with a focus on hope. This film reintroduces us to Superman with heart, hope, and heroism. It respects the past while boldly forging ahead into James Gunn's new DC universe. It's smart writing, thrilling action, and a Superman we can all believe in again. Lex Luthor is a true villain. Jimmy Olsen is a chick magnet, and I kinda dig it. And Krypto is a chaotic, lovable dog. The music is phenomenal, and the cast is incredible. It's not perfect, however. I feel the world turns on Superman way too quickly, literally right before our eyes, and some of the side characters need more time to develop, but obviously that will come in later movies and projects that the DC Universe will have. However, this is the Superman movie we've all been waiting for. And if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go see it in the theaters right now. It's an epic movie theater experience. Well, that's it. That's my ranking of all 8 Superman films. Do you agree? Remember, this isn't the right list. This is just my list. Let me know in the comments below if your favorite made the top 3 or how your list would differ from mine. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more superhero deep dives. Until next time, stay super nerds.